All right, let's analyze this game. So I opened up with e4, and my opponent matched. I attacked the pawn with my knight, and my opponent defended. And then I brought out my bishop. Again, my opponent attacked my pawn, so I defended. I'm not sure what that move was. I guess to block my bishop from going here. I don't know. I think that's a little passive, but then I pushed out my knight, and my opponent attacked my pawn, my bishop, so I defended. Then my opponent brought in the bishop. If it had been me, I would have opened this up so my bishop could come out. But so I took their bishop, and then I had to move my knight here, which did make me a little nervous because I anticipate that they're going to bring out their white bishop, but they brought out their black bishop and traded. So now here, I'm thinking that they wanted to box in my bishop. So I had to make some space. Okay, so they're threatening checkmate here. And so I had to, there's a couple of ways well, actually only one way I could have played this. And so I pushed my pawn, attacking the knight. And I think at this point, I made a note to myself to bring some backup. So that's the idea with this bishop move, was to give some backup to this side. And I was anticipating this move. And then I would have covered with my knight. But that really worried me because I didn't see a way out. Okay, at this point, I really think, so I really wanted to play this move, which I did. I anticipated, I guess I anticipated something like this, but instead they traded queens. And then here, I'm not sure what I was thinking. I was focused on these pieces, but then I totally missed this. And right here, I was like, oh, well, it's over. I'm done. Okay, so I really wanted to put the king into check with my rook here, but the problem is that if I went here, then the king could have just gone there. So how do I get back? So then I had to push my pawn to protect both pieces, and the pawn is protected by my bishop. And then I could put the king into check, which ended up being checkmate because, you know, the king goes here and it's protected by the knight. King goes here. It's in the rook. King can't take. King can't go there. Checkmate.